Hey guys, what's up, it's Guy. So today I'm going to do a tutorial on prom makeup. Since we all know also how prom can be so expensive, let me do a beautiful prom makeup that is just under the price. Let's get started. So today I'm going to be using the E.l.f Mineral Face Primer. And this is just to smooth out all the pores and all the imperfections. To when we apply the foundations, it will create a more smoother and less porely face too, for the foundation can be and applied a lot smoother on the face. So nextly we're going to start with the eyes because I prefer using the eyes more and so it won't catch the fallout. So I'm going to be taking the E.l.f mineral primer, and this is just a primer for the eyelids, so the eyelids will last you all night instead of really worrying about ruining, or people with oily skin like myself to have to worry like all day, is my eye makeup going to ruin, or is all the oil gonna just ruin all the makeup? So this is what this for, and anyone can be used for, so to last all night long. We're gonna use the E.l.f Studio Flawless foundation, and this is in Sand. So I'm taking the lightest shade, one of the lightest shades, and I'm just applying this to the eyelids. And I'm only taking just a small amount because it is a very full coverage makeup of foundation that it applies on. So we're just going to pat this on and basically highlighting the eyelids. This will create a more brighter tone for your eyeshadow to stand out more than you really appears to look. So to begin, I'm going to show you a few tricks that I've learned and what different things to use. So basically we're going to just take a regular piece of tape, and it can just be any kind of tape, just as long as when you take it out it doesn't hurt you. So we're just going to take an equal amount from, let's say, to the measurement of your eyebrow to the corner of your eyelid. We're just angling it, and I'm basically angling this to where the point of the end of where my eyebrow finishes. And so we're basically using this to have a cut crease, not from the cut crease, but to a cut crease on the edge of the eyelids to give that more professional look, and to equal amount of give it a perfect wing line. To start off with, we're going to use the E.l.f Contour Blush and Bronzer, and with this one we're going to use the E.l.f Contour Brush. So with the E.l.f Contour Blush, it's going to take place with the only bronzer that we have and the blush. We're going to be using this for both eyelids and the face also, so this will give it more of a useful for the eyes and the cheekbones. So I'm just taking the bronzer onto the brush, and I'm just creating a cut crease with the bronzer. And just really cut that crease and then just blend it out up to the eyebrow bone. So once you applied the cut crease, we're taking our long-lasting E.l.f Lustrous eyeshadow, and honestly I'm not too sure what color this is because it doesn't really show on the product, but all I know is E.l.f does make a few types of eyeshadows like these, and just look for the pinkest one they have, which is a more gel, and it will look like this. It's a more shinier pink, and it's a gel kind of eyeshadow, so it will last you all night, and I promise you it will, trust me. And I'll be using the E.l.f Shadow C brush, And this will really create the difference between the powder and the gel, and this will really smooth out the gel once you applied it. So we'll be taking this and we'll apply it just over the eyelid only. So we're taking and just apply this over the eyelid. And this will begin our eyes. So once we're done applying with the more pinker tone, we'll be taking the second e.l.f Long Lasting Luscious eyeshadow, and this is a more darker purple, which will help divide our cut crease and blend into the brown. We're taking the e.l.f angled brush, and this is to help out the smooth of the crease and blend it out more when you cut it. And it's just going to look like a very sharp point to cut the crease. So the color does come like this. It's a more darker tone of purple and or violet, whatever you guys prefer. And I'm just basically cutting the crease. You can stay with this one. You can just blend it out just a little bit outwards to blend into the brown that we added to cut the crease. So basically, once you're done cutting the crease, we're taking again the contouring brush by e.l.f, the little small brush we cut the crease with, and since it will still have some bronzer on it, we can just take it again and just smoothly blend over it. To get at that really blended look. So now we'll be taking the e.l.f bronzer and contouring blush again, but this time we'll be using the blush the blush side this time. And with the same brush, with the same e.l.f brush, we'll be using the other side without the makeup, to apply it right to the middle where we meet the eyelid. So we're just applying only this in the middle of the lid to give it that more radiant look and make it stand out. And you can really start to tell the difference between the shades of the pink, because the blush is more a brighter pink and a lighter tone. Now we can take the liquid eyeliner, which is the e.l.f Precision liquid eyeliner, and it will come in a bottle just like this. And this is basically the guide step on using the tape and creating a more glamorous and more professional look. So it all really depending on how much pressure and how much you apply with the brush. Today I'm going to be doing more of a softer, more thinner look. So I'll be just taking the point of the brush and just applying it. So there, once we are finished when applying the liquid liner, then this is the moment where you can finally remove the tape. Be careful not to take your eye out with it. And as you can tell, it will really cut that crease that we've been wanting. You can really tell the difference between your actual skin tone and the cut crease that you've made with the tape. We will actually finish the eyes with the e.l.f eyeliner and shadow stick, and this is in a two-part kind of eyeshadow and eyeliner that will come in the shadow to make a smoky eye, and that also comes in a creamer, which is eyeliner cream, and I prefer this way more than actual pencil because it will last longer throughout the day than pencil, and it's very more simple to apply on. So we'll be taking this and just apply it right under or right on our waterline, and just follow through all the way to the peak. And again, following this all the way to the point. Just applying this to our waterline. And the reason why I suggest doing the eyes first is when if you guys get any fallouts or any kind of like makeup on your skin, then once you apply the foundation, you can just brush it over or just apply it over. So we'll be taking the e.l.f 3-in-1 mascara, and it comes like this. It is basically just as it says here, the 3-in-1. And it has different special brushes that will allow you to make different types of shapes and looks that you want your eyelash to look like. So we'll just take this to the root of the eyelash and just twist it outwards. Go in a zigzag motion, whichever you guys prefer. So yeah. Oh, by the way, if you guys can hear another TV, sorry about that. So there we go. We are finished with the eyes. It's more of a shinier kind of eyeshadow, and it looks very gorgeous in the lighting, and especially when going out. And it's a very flawless eyeshadow, I would say. It's not to toot my own horn, but it just, these colors make all of your eyes pop and just look just amazing. So we're going to start also with the foundation once we're done applying everything on the eyes. And to start it with everything, we're going to use the E.l.f Flawless foundation, and this is in sand. Actually, I totally lied. Sorry, because I have 3 colors. I'm getting so super confused. So this is in my type of shade. So what you guys want to do is guys want to get 3 shades lighter, or 3 shades that are light, your type of shade, and a little bit darker than your actual skin tone. So what you want to do, you want to get your actual skin tone, and this is the E.l.f Flawless Finish Foundation, and this is in buff. This is my type of skin tone. So whichever you guys want to do is get your own skin your skin tone to match with the natural color that you're going for. And the great thing about these products is it gives you a full coverage foundation and just leaves, like the actual bottle says, a flawless look and a flawless finish. So just enough to cover the full face, applying not so much, but just enough to really blend it out. So we'll be taking the E.l.f powder brush, and honestly, it's a flathead brush, which is a lot bigger. But instead of the powder brush, I use this for liquid foundation because I feel like it blends everything a lot smoother and a lot more because it is flathead, and the flathead really blends in a lot of the foundations when applying it to your actual skin. So right now I'm just applying this all over and blending it out. So yeah, just applying this all over. And yeah, gives you full coverage to your actual skin tone. And I really just love these because they're amazing. I usually get two shades lighter than your actual skin tone. So this is the E.l.f Flawless foundation, and I'm using this in sand this time. And I'm just applying this to the inner corners of my eyes, the undersides of my eyes actually. And I'm basically gonna take this all the way towards the cheekbone. So what we'll do with this foundation is we're gonna contour just a bit with these colors and these tones. I'm just dragging this all the way to which parts I want to highlight. So I'm taking my inner jaw and just applying that to the lower region of my jawline. I like patting the motions because when I apply it, it really gets into the skin more instead of just applying it over. But I pat it, and then once I finish just patting it and applying it where I want to, I just go over it and I smooth it out with the actual blending brush that I'm going to use to blend it out. So I just apply this where I usually just want to highlight. And again, I'm going to take the E.l.f powder brush and just blend it out where usually I just want to highlight the parts of my skin. Again, all these products are very, very amazing to apply on, even though they're affordable to use. And that's just the great thing about these products. Like, they look professional, they leave you flawless, and yet they're very affordable. You're gonna use the darkest shade now, and this is 2 shades darker than my actual skin tone. And I'm using the E.l.f Flawless foundation, and this is in Carmel. This is more of a tanner, darkish color to really, like I said, contour just a bit to where we want to apply and deepen the cheekbones. So I'm applying this where I usually contour, which is under the cheekbones, to accentuate the highlights of the face. To the temples, so just taking this just a bit on the side of my nose. And then again, I'll be taking the E.l.f powder brush, and I'll be really blending it, the areas where I used the dark shade and tone. With this brush though, what you can do is with the only corner parts that you applied the darker region, you can take the angle of the side of the brush and really just blend the angle out. You can really tell that this crease that's made is where my depth of the cheekbone will be at. So just blend out in the nose. And voila, you are finished. So the only two actual brushes that I can use today is the e.l.f powder brush and the e.l.f complexion brush. So again, I'm just going to be taking these brushes and I'm applying the bronzer over now. So when I'm applying the bronzer, I'm just going to take a bit of the tip and I'm going to be just applying just a bit to each edge of where I contoured in under the cheekbones. And this will really deepen the cheekbone areas where you contoured. And you see now I have a more depth in cheekbone, and you can really tell the difference when contouring now. Just blending that in. And there you go. Simple as that, how to contour with e.l.f products. So now I'll be taking the golden bronzer, and what this actual bronzers do is it really glows when the light is shined and the angle you are at. It reflects off more of the more highlighted tone, and it gives you that sun-kissed shine that just looks very beautifully. So for this look, I'm gonna be using the lightest shine color, and this is in golden. And basically, I'm gonna take also the edge of the powder brush and just give it more pet to it. And then now I'm gonna take it and flip it around and just pat it on to where you want the glow to stand out of the cheekbones. So when the light shines, it's more of a glossier and a more shinier part of the cheek instead of the regular foundation. Now that once you are finished applying with the golden and the golden bronzer, to finally end for the foundation, we'll take the e.l.f translucent magnifying powder. And this is just to set and compact everything together to make it not look so glossy and shiny. Even though once you apply this, the golden bronzer that you applied will still look as it shines. So that's the great thing about this translucent powder. It's not strong enough to cover the golden bronzer. So what we're gonna do with the powder is we're just gonna pat it on. And you don't need a brush, you just pat it on because it is a translucent powder. And we're just basically patting this all over the face. And this will set and matte everything that you need. Okay, so once you set and matte everything, we're also gonna take again, once you clean the brush, I'm just doing this just for like timing reasons, we're gonna take the e.l.f complexion brush again, and we're gonna take the e.l.f contouring blush and bronzer, and we're just basically gonna lightly pat on the blush that we use for the eyes, and just apply this to the cheekbones to give it a more soft and blushier look. And I'm just patting this lightly, I'm not patting too hard, so I won't grab so much of the blush and make me look like a tomato. Just lightly brushing this against the highlighter where the cheekbone is. So yeah, it just gives it a little bit of tint, pinkish to it, so not so much so it looks like you look like like you're blushing so much or anything. So that's basically done for the foundation, the eyes. And then so we're gonna take now we're gonna take the lips and transform it into something very gorgeous and glamorous. So this is actually one of my favorites in all times. This is the e.l.f Pout Perfector actually, and this is in color Glow. This is a very beautiful, outstanding glossy lip product that will make your lips shine and glow so beautifully. Like, it basically looks like you kissed glitter, and it shines so beautifully. So we're gonna start with the top and work our way towards the edges. And then once we're finished with that, we're gonna really accentuate the inner of the lips. So right now I'm transforming the types of shape that I want on the lips. I'm just rounding up the edges to glow and stand out the most. As you notice, this gives it a very beautiful glow and shine to it. So when hit by the light, it reflects off all the glitter and all the shine to it. So your lips will pop out the mostly. And you guys can really tell the different shines when the angle of the light hits it. And it hits it at every single angle, so your lips look so gorgeous at all times. So one final touch, I'm gonna go back with the E.l.f complexion brush and just clean off whatever's on the brush and just pat it motions. And then I'm just basically gonna set everything all together and blend it very well. For the forehead, I use blending motions, but once you get towards the cheekbones, you really just want to pat everything on because you don't want to blend everything too much together. So that is basically it for this look. So if you guys want to use this for special occasions like parties or like prom, the main thing for this prom look, then please go like and comment down below what you guys think of this look. And yeah, it's not much of a too much, but it's gorgeous enough to wear. And yeah, it's basically it. If you guys do love this look or please comment down below your ideas of this look, and I hope you guys like this. And remember, all of these products are just e.l.f, so it's all together. I would say this is less than what, $50. And for the price of getting your actual makeup done, it's like $100 to get the full face. And I really recommend all of these products, as they are very amazing and beautiful to apply on. So yeah, this is it, and let me know what you guys think. I love you guys so much. Please comment down below. Please go follow my Instagram for more makeup tips and tricks and different ideas. Please go check out justmakeup.com to keep active with my looks and the galleries, and make an appointment for any scheduled makeup that you guys would like to do. And that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I love you guys so much, and see you guys later. I am out.